for that organization, it doesn't take much time. Basis consultant, in the sense technical consultant, will be there. They'll go and they'll be also there. They'll be the part of this entire team. They'll install this SAP, and then we, as a functional consultant, have to do certain configuration. So this configuration testing, it takes lots of time, because always client will be dissatisfied. They will say, you have given this one, you have not given this one, you have given this, that one, you have not given this one. So lots of conversation will happen, lots of, their requirement also will be changed in between several times. They will say right now, no, I want this one. Again, after that, they'll change the requirement. I want that one. So that's what it's going to take, minimum 8 to 9 months for implementation of any sort of project. Now, the second type of project is called rollout project. Here, say for example, Tata Motor, Tata Steel. Tata Group is having two subsidiaries, Tata Motor and Tata Steel. They are having more subsidiary. I have just taken two subsidiary for example. Now, what is happening? Tata Group has decided that Tally, we are not able to manage our business with Tally. So why not to go for a bigger platform? So they decided to go for SAP. So they decided better to go for this SAP implementation for Tata Motor initially. And if everything is well and good, if everything is fine, in that case, we can do the same for Tata Steel also. So for trial purpose, they thought, okay, let us go for Tata Motor first. They invited some IT company, Wipro, Infosys, whatever it is, and this Wipro, Infosys went to Tata Motor, any one company, I'm not talking about both, and they have implemented SAP in Tata Motor. Tata Group is happy. They have watched, they have seen the performance and all for 6 months, 1 year, and after that they decided to go for the same for Tata Steel as well. So for Tata Motor, first time installation is there. Even for Tata Steel also first time installation is there. But if you see at group level, then Tata Motor first time, Tata Steel second time. So this Tata Steel, whatever the installation of SAP is happening for Tata Steel, this is also a project, and this project will be treated as a rollout project. Okay, like if any group company is there, okay, if a company or group company, what is happening, if already they have implemented SAP and planning to do the same, planning to go for the same for the second subsidiary, okay, so this second subsidiary installation will be treated as a rollout project. What is the difference between implementation and rollout? I'll let you know, guys. In implementation you have to follow each and every steps. In rollout, it's not like each and every steps. 30 to 35% of the steps we are not going to, like, exemptions will be there, you can say. So only 60 to 70% of the configuration steps we have to do. Remaining 30% is already done during Tata Motor. So which are those 30%? That I'll let you know, guys. Once we start practical session, you'll be having crystal clear, clear understanding about those things. Right now I'm just explaining theoretically itself. Okay, or the people who has already done this, I think they will have little bit idea. If not, also they'll be getting 100% clear idea what are the steps we are not going to do or follow during rollout. And this is an interview question people will ask during interview. Okay, let's suppose I have done implementation for Tata Motor. Now you tell me that which are the steps during, if I'm going to go for rollout for Tata Steel or any other subsidiary, then what are the steps which we are not going to do. Now, so definition of rollout project, I have mentioned the same thing which I have explained already. If a company already implemented SAP for one subsidiary and want to set up the same for a different subsidiary, is called rollout project. Now, the next one is upgrade project. So here the name itself is saying upgrade means upgrading the version from lower version to higher version. Say for example, company so-called Tata Motor, they have implemented SAP 10 years back or 15 years back. So there will be huge differences or changes in between 10 years. So if they want to make use of or new functionality, whatever the new functionalities are there, if they want to make use of those new functionality, of course they have to go for upgradations. In the same way, like we are using lots of apps in our mobile, every time we are getting pop-up message for upgrading these all things. In the similar way, this company will not get any kind of pop-up messages and all, but at least they'll come to know that this, since our version is very old and till now there are very new versions are there in the market in SAP. So what they'll do, and lots of new functionality they have added in the new version, so they'll go for upgradations. So upgradation part will be like technical consultant involvement will be more in upgradation part, guys, but even functional consultant requirement will be also equally important. Why? The reason behind is, let's suppose if client is going to go for, they have planned to go for upgradation. If you talk about Fico finance module, they are saying that we are already having 25 say for example process. Client is saying that as of now we are having 25 process, and as we came to know that if we go for upgradation, then you're going to add 10 more different kind of process in that. So total number of processes should be 35. Okay. So what is your work in upgradation project? First of all, if technical consultant, let's suppose they have upgraded the version, then first of all, those 25 process which is already existing, those we have to test whether this is fine or not. So first of all, those 25 we have to deliver to the client because this is existing. We cannot say that you went for upgradation, so we are not going to give these 25s and all. We'll be giving different one. Not at all. Anyhow, at any cost, they need those 25. Apart from this, they need additional 10 which has been added in new version. So first of all, those 25 we have to test. In the sense, you guys have to test. Testing part is pretty easy. Don't worry about this testings and all. I'll let you know. So those 25 we have tested, and apart from this, remaining 10 which we have committed that if client is going for upgrade, then 10 additional process we are going to add in this. So those new, whatever the 10 additional processes are there, those also we have to test and we have to deliver to the client. In between, if any error, if any problem is there, then we have to resolve. So in a simplest way, I'll tell you guys, upgrade means upgrading the version, lower version to higher version, we have to shift. Here the same definition is there for upgrade, shifting from one version of SAP to other version. Example, ECC 7.4.7. Earlier, like we had ECC 4.7, right now we are having ECC 6.0. Okay guys, in ECC 6.0 we are having EHP 7 right now. EHP 8 also came into market, but very rarely, in very few organizations you'll be getting this one. Okay, so as of now is ECC 6.0, EHP 7 you can say is there in the market. And if people are going to ask like which version you are going to use, then I'll let you know what reply you are supposed to give. Okay, that I'll let you know what you are supposed to say. Now, the last project is support project. So support, It's pretty simple. Like post implementation, after implementation, all or rollout also, or even after upgradation also, whatever, like again the client is going to start working on SAP platform, and if they work, then all the SAP related errors or maintenance activities, whatever the things are there, that comes under support project itself. Post implementation, they will start working on SAP. It doesn't mean that they don't need our help. Still, they require our assistance. They need our help because SAP is nothing but a software. It's a tools. It's a technical things. So there may be a chances that after some time they'll face some issue. They'll face some error. So who is going to help them? Help out at that point of time. So here what will happen, uh, so what will happen again, Tata Motor is going to be they'll be having discussion with some IT company, and they'll say that you do one thing now, you just support us, in the sense support our employee. If they're having any issues, error, you guys have to solve this, and we are going to pay certain amount to you people annually. What amount they are going to pay, what is the conditions, terms and criteria, that is higher level management will decide. These all things they will be having discussions, and they are going to decide a particular amount, and based on that, what will happen, management is going to hire some 10 consultant, 15 consultant, and they are going to create a team, and this team is particularly dedicated for Tata Motor itself or Tata Group itself, say for example. So this is called support team. Support team is whenever you receive any requirement from client, you have to work on that. For that, certain service level agreement, SLA, will be there. There will be certain deadlines and all. So what is this SLA or turnaround time? That is called TAT, or response hour. The same word is there. Don't be confused. SLA stand for service level agreement, or TAT means turnaround time or response hour. These all three are the same concept. Here, whenever you're working for a support project, you'll be receiving some error from client side, and for that certain time will be fixed, that okay, if you receive high priority ticket, you have to resolve within 12 hours. If it is medium, then you have to resolve in 3 days. If it is low, then you can spend 7 days also. Okay. So what is this tickets or errors, that I'll explain later. Again, that there will be a separate explanation for these all things. Till now, in this session, I simply covered the introduction part about SAP, and then one topic I have covered, types of projects. So that's all in this session, guys. If anyone is having any question, can ask me. Okay, so if no question, then we'll close the session here itself. See you guys tomorrow at the same time.